From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend. I know it has been storming all weekend. Unfortunately, that is the name of the game for today. Once again, I do have some good news on the 7-day forecast, so be sure to watch all the way to the end because I promise you we do have a few dry days on the 7-day forecast. I will let you know which days those are here in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and get through today's forecast as well as the rest of the week ahead. We are scanning just a few showers. It looks like a little string of showers up there in southern middle Tennessee, reaching from western Maury County down into eastern Wayne County. Again, just a few light showers passing by. Otherwise, temperatures are in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A mild start to the day. It's feeling a little bit sticky out there as well. Temperatures are not going to increase by much today. We should stay in the 70s across the board, but we are looking gloomy and overcast just about everywhere. Again, temperatures in the 60s. Points right there by the temperature. So yes, it is feeling muggy and soupy in the air even this early on. We are looking at an overcast sky pretty much everywhere. Good morning to you folks down in Lauderdale County. Looking overhead the campus of the University of North Alabama, temperatures in the upper 60s. Again, just looking gloomy, but look how green it's looking, and it better look green because we have gotten several inches of rain already and more still on the way for the rest of this weekend into the weekend. For the next few hours though, again, aside from that just little string of showers that we saw on live Viper Doppler radar, we are looking relatively dry for the next few hours. We will hold on to cloud cover, maybe a few breaks in the cloud cover here and there for the rest of this morning, but then by about 11 a.m. through the middle of the afternoon, we're looking at our next round of scattered to maybe even widespread showers and storms. Again, it's nothing that we haven't experienced over the last few days, but again, just very pesky in our unsettled forecast here in the Tennessee Valley. But we will see this rain and storm cluster move in from the southwest for the rest of the morning, or I should say the afternoon, by about 1 p.m. really starting to get into our viewing area, continuing to push through for the next few hours. And then we will be watching some redevelopment on the backside of that. And we will continue to watch that for the rest of the second half of the afternoon and then into the early evening hours. And I can't completely rule out a stray stronger storm or two with some gusty winds, maybe some small hail as well. And like we've been saying over the last few days, tornado threat is very, very low. Not completely zero, but again, very, very low. We're watching every single storm that comes through our skies though, so just be rest assured that we will update you if there are any threats to your local area. But again, we will be watching that first round of rain and storms, and then as well as this second round moving through mainly into North Alabama, but really extending throughout the entire viewing area. So again, something to keep in mind, just because we have that first initial round early afternoon does not mean we won't see this redevelopment later on into the evening hours. And then by the time we get to about 9-10 o'clock, a few leftover thunder showers. Otherwise, we are going to be trending dry for the overnight. And the good news, Wednesday is trending relatively dry. Now for Wednesday, I can't completely rule out a few thunder showers popping up, but I don't think everybody is going to see those. Just very spotty in nature. That is some good news. We need a nice little break from this unsettled weather pattern. You see here on our regional futurecast, just some very light blue reflectivity. So we are looking at, again, just a small chance for a few thunder showers for your Wednesday. Unfortunately, we are right back to the unsettled weather for your Thursday with multiple rounds of rain and storms. Once again, the good news is we have a frontal system attached with this round. That means we are going to clear out on the backside. So again, Thursday looking quite soggy as well, but then heading into Thursday night and then into your Friday, we'd like to clear things out. Now I do expect us to see some cloud cover start to increase once again by your Friday afternoon with maybe a few spotty showers. However, that morning thunderstorm chance and the morning cold front will work to clear us out, at least relatively speaking. I know it's just a caveat always, but we are looking for any silver linings and any good news in the forecast that we can find. You'll see here on the 7-day forecast in just a moment what I'm talking about, but temperatures stay in the 70s for the most part for the next few days. We may reach those lower 80s because, again, tomorrow is trending on the drier side, so we may see a little bit more sunshine. That means a little bit warmer temperatures, but we are back into the 70s Thursday and Friday, the weekend. We are looking at temperatures in the lower 80s. So you may not need the rain gear immediately this morning, but you will certainly need it by this afternoon, so do not forget that before you head out the door. We'll look at an overcast to mostly cloudy sky for the next few hours. Temperatures starting off in the 60s and 70s, eventually warming up into the mid to upper 70s. So again, not really much of a temperature deviation for today. We're starting in the mid to upper 60s. We're going to end in the upper 70s. Again, multiple rounds of rain and storms. Again, maybe a few strong storms here and there. Of course, we will be watching those very closely this afternoon as they move through, like we always do. But we will see those rain chances increase heading into the afternoon. Again, mainly just around or after lunchtime. That's when we'll start to see those multiple rounds move in. We stay unsettled for the next few days. However, Wednesday is trending drier, maybe a few thunder showers, otherwise mostly cloudy, maybe even partly cloudy at times. Temperatures a little bit warmer because of the lower rain chance, but we are right back to our active weather pattern heading into Thursday with a chance of thunderstorms scattered to widespread, continuing into the evening with a few morning thunder showers, maybe some afternoon rain showers, but Friday starting to trend a little bit drier as that cold front kind of kicks that out of here. Saturday looking relatively dry, partly cloudy, temperatures in the lower 80s. Rain and storms return by Sunday, so Saturday definitely the better of the 2 days for this weekend, and then we're looking relatively dry for Monday as well. So there you have 3 relatively dry days on the 7-day forecast. That would be Wednesday, Saturday, as well as Monday. So I told you I had some good news. There it is. Otherwise, we are just going to be awaiting multiple rounds of showers and storms for the other few days on that 7-day forecast. That's a check at your local weather forecast. I'll be back at 8 a.m. with another weather update.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.